My fiancé used my luxury resort booking for a trip with a richer man, so I canceled all reservations and payments. Now she's desperately begging for my forgiveness and financial assistance. Be me, 32 ya Marcus. Dating this girl Olivia, she's 27. Been together for 3 years now. Always give 110% in everything I care about, especially with Olivia. Her birthday and our anniversary are a week apart. Want to do something huge, something she'll never forget. Spend months planning a 5-day trip to San Diego. Not just any basic vacation. Book the most expensive suite in the resort. Plan all kinds of activities. Even arrange private sunset dinner on the beach. Have something extra special planned. Going to propose. Been saving up for the perfect ring for almost a year. Nothing flashy, just elegant and classic. Exactly her style. Already picture the whole scene in my head. Walking along the shore at sunset. Her saying yes. Me being the happiest guy alive. Feels like perfect timing. We've been talking about the future more lately. Really want to take that next step with her. Tell her about the trip. She seems super excited at first. Keeps talking about how amazing San Diego will be. Goes on about filling her Instagram with beach pics, food pics, sunset pics. Kind of annoying that she cares more about Instagram than the actual experience. But that's just how she is. She loves showing everything online. Brush it off as her being her. Notice her excitement starts fading as trip gets closer. Don't think much of it at first. Everyone has off days, right? But then it becomes a pattern. Takes forever to respond to texts. Barely answers my calls. Whenever I bring up the trip, she just gives vague answers. Like, yeah, it'll be fun. Or, can't wait. But without any real enthusiasm. Try to be understanding. She mentioned work's been rough lately. Figure that might be bringing her down. Still can't shake this weird feeling. Something's definitely off. Ask her if something's bothering her about the trip. She keeps shrugging it off. No, everything's fine. You're overthinking. Changes subject every time. Notice she's on her phone way more than usual, which is saying something. Olivia's always glued to her phone, but now she's being super secretive about it. If I walk into the room, she quickly locks the screen or flips the phone face down. Try joking about it. What, planning a surprise for me? She laughs awkwardly, says something vague. Try not to dwell on it, but gut feeling won't go away. Maybe it's paranoia, or maybe it's all these little things adding up. The weird vibe, her lack of enthusiasm. Plus, she's spending more time with her best friend Sophia lately. Normally wouldn't care. They've been friends forever. But notice something strange. Sophia always shows up when Olivia cancels plans with me. One night about a week before the trip, Olivia says she has to work late. Not unusual. She's a graphic designer. Takes freelance projects sometimes. Check Instagram later that night. See Sophia's story. They're out having dinner together. Don't say anything. Don't want to seem controlling. But why lie about it? If she wanted to hang with Sophia, could have just told me. Night before the trip, pack my bags, double-check everything. Tickets, itinerary, and of course the ring. Trying to stay optimistic, despite the doubt in my mind. Olivia texts around 10 p.m., says she's super tired, going to bed early to be ready for morning flight. Tell her to sleep well. Say I'll pick her up at 9 a.m. sharp. She replies with just a thumbs up emoji. Not exactly the warm response I was hoping for. Let it slide anyway. Go to bed that night. Can't shake this feeling. Something's about to go wrong. Tell myself I'm overthinking again. After all, this trip will be perfect. How could it not be? Little did I know. Next 24 hours would change everything. Would change how I see Olivia, our relationship, and even myself. Morning of the trip starts like any other. Wake up early. Double-check my bag again. Mentally run through everything I need. That's when it hits me. My passport isn't in my bag. Can't believe I forgot something so basic. But no big deal. Remember leaving it in my office drawer. Used it for some work paperwork few weeks back. Figure I'll swing by office. Grab the passport. Still make it to Olivia's place with plenty of time. Send her a quick text. Let her know I'll be there around 9:30 a.m. She doesn't reply. Don't think much of it at the time. Office is unusually quiet this morning. Walk toward my desk. See my assistant Kate sorting through files. Morning, what are you doing here? Still not ready? She asks. Looks surprised to see me. Tell her just grabbing my passport. Before I can finish, she cuts me off. Oh, by the way, your meeting with Pacific Corp is in 10 minutes. Are you prepped for it? Stop in my tracks. What meeting? I ask. Completely confused, Kate tilts her head and frowns. The one with Pacific Corp. It's been on your calendar all week. You confirmed it a few days ago. Pull out my phone. Check my calendar. Sure enough, there it is. Blocked off as a meeting that I had supposedly agreed to, but I hadn't confirmed anything. Stomach starts to turn. Scroll through the email chain. Try to figure out what's going on. That's when I see it. Meeting invite sent earlier in the week. But it wasn't me who replied. Someone else used my email. To confirm the meeting, reply reads, Marcus will be there, sounds great. And that someone was Olivia. At first, just stand there, staring at my phone, like it's going to give me an answer. Why would Olivia do this? Did she mess with my calendar by accident? Or was this deliberate? Want to think there's some logical explanation. But deep down, already know the truth. Olivia set me up. This isn't just bad timing. She knew I wouldn't skip a meeting. Once it was on the calendar, realization hits me like a ton of bricks. She planned this. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking. Don't have time to sort out my emotions. Kate tells me Pacific Corp team already in conference room, waiting to discuss potential deal. Skipping meeting isn't an option, not without damaging my reputation and possibly company's relationship with big client. Do what I have to do, lock my emotions away, put on my professional face, walk into conference room like nothing's wrong. But whole time my head is spinning, can't stop replaying past few weeks in my mind. Olivia acting strange, avoiding trip conversations, canceling plans, spending more time with Sophia, written it off as stress or work stuff. Now it all feels calculated. As meeting drags on, keep checking my phone, give Olivia benefit of doubt. Maybe she'll text with explanation, but there's nothing. When meeting finally ends, rush out of room, back to my desk. First instinct is to call her, but before I can, something tells me to check her Instagram. Feels ridiculous at first. Why would her Instagram have anything to do with this? Open the app, see her stories. My heart sinks. There she is, at the resort I booked for us, lounging by the pool with Sophia, laughing, looking like she doesn't have care in world. Keep watching her stories, scrolling through them one by one. See our suite, the one I booked, the same one I imagined us staying in, celebrating her birthday and our anniversary. But she's not alone. Sophia's there, of course, but also few guys I don't recognize, all smiling, laughing, posing for camera, like they're having time of their lives. Try calling her again. Straight to voicemail. Text her instead. What the hell is going on? Why are you at the resort without me? No response. Can't believe it. She used my reservation. My money? To go on this trip without me? Not just without me, but with group of people I don't even know. Stare at her stories for what feels like forever. Try to make sense of what I'm seeing. The Olivia in those videos isn't the person I thought I knew. Isn't the person I'd spent 3 years with, planning future together. Feel sick? After piecing everything together, can't hold back anymore. Call Olivia over and over again. Each ring making me angrier. She isn't answering. Honestly, not surprised. Feels like she's purposely dodging me, as if ignoring me would make this whole thing go away. But this morning, after about dozen calls, she finally picks up. Don't even let her start. What the hell is going on, Olivia? You sabotaged my morning so you could steal the trip? Can hear my voice shaking. Mix of anger and disbelief. Her response completely casual. Marcus, I needed this trip to clear my head. You're always so uptight and focused on your plans. I just wanted to have fun for once. Clear her head? Fun? My mind is racing. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Can't contain my anger anymore. Fun? Olivia, I planned this for us. This wasn't some random vacation. It was our anniversary and your birthday. I was going to propose. Let it all out. At this point, what's the use of holding back? Then she says words that will stick with me forever. Well, maybe it's good you didn't. Honestly, you're kind of boring sometimes. Boring? Kill the vibe? Everything I thought I knew about our relationship. Feels like a lie. Spent months planning this trip, not just for her, but for us. Poured my time, my effort, my money into making this perfect, and she has audacity to throw it back in my face. That's it. I'm done. All right, Olivia, I say. Keep my voice as calm as possible. If you think I'm so boring, then you don't need my plans, my money, or my help. Enjoy the trip. You're on your own now. Before she can respond, hang up. My hands are shaking. As I dial resort, get through to receptionist. Explain everything. How my girlfriend checked in without me. How she wasn't authorized to use reservation. How she wasn't supposed to be there alone. Receptionist is incredibly understanding. Says she'll do everything she can to help. First thing I ask, cancel remaining days of stay. She informs me that because Olivia already checked in, can't get full refund, but can get back most of money for unused nights. Agree immediately. Losing little money worth knowing. She won't get to enjoy rest of stolen vacation. Next, cancel all activities I'd booked. The private dinner, the snorkeling trip, even the sunset sail planned for proposal. Each cancellation feels like taking back control. Finally ask about return flights. Since booked everything through same travel agency. Able to cancel her ticket too. That one feels especially good. Few hours later, my phone starts blowing up again. Olivia finally noticed what I'd done. Messages start with anger. You're such a petty jerk. I can't believe you'd ruin my vacation like this. Then they turn to guilt tripping. Wow, I didn't think you were this immature. You really need to grow up. Finally, she starts begging. Marcus, please. I made a mistake. Just rebook the flight. We can talk about this when I get home. Ignore every single message. She calls too. Don't pick up. Can't pick up. Too angry. Too disgusted to hear her voice again. Olivia didn't just betray me. She planned this betrayal. Went behind my back. Ruined my schedule. Lied to me. All so she could enjoy a luxury trip. On my dime. With her friend. And some random guys. Not just angry at her. Angry at myself. For not seeing it sooner. Later decide to block her. Don't want to hear her excuses. Her apologies. Or her insults. Need to focus on myself. Figure out where to go from here. But before I do, write her one final text. You wanted to clear your head and have fun. Go ahead. But don't expect me to clean up the mess you made. Find your own way home. Hit block. As I'm writing this, Olivia's still trying to contact me. Through every possible channel, using her friends' phones, emailing me, even messaging me on apps I forgot I had. Messages are a mix of anger and desperation. 1 minute she's calling me a child. For canceling everything? Next, she's begging me to forgive her. Update time. Want to let you know things escalated? First, want to say thanks for all advice and support. A lot of you said to tell Olivia's parents what happened. Wasn't sure at first. But after thinking about it, realized they deserve to know truth. Especially since she'd probably reach out to them for help. Wanted to make sure they knew everything. Olivia's parents, the Wilsons, always been good to me. Her mom would call me her future son-in-law. Even joked about saving spot in family photo album. Her dad more reserved. But we bonded over sports and DIY projects whenever we visited. They genuinely seemed to like me, and I liked them too. Figured why not let them know what their daughter's been up to. Call her mom first. Hi, Mrs. Wilson. Hope I'm not catching you at bad time. Try to keep tone calm and respectful. She immediately knows something's up. Marcus, is everything okay? You sound serious? So I tell her everything. Don't hold back. Make sure to emphasize how calculated Olivia's actions were. Her mom quiet at first, then lets out this deep sigh. Marcus, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Turns out Olivia lied to them too. Told her parents I couldn't go on trip because of work issues. Said she didn't want tickets to go to waste. Painted herself as victim of my supposed workaholism. Claimed she was using trip to clear her head after being so neglected by me. Hearing that pisses me off even more. Not only did she betray me, but tried to make herself look like victim in front of her own family. Her mom keeps apologizing, says this is so unlike Olivia. Can't believe her daughter would do something so selfish. That's when it hits me. Olivia wasn't just lying to me. She was lying to everyone. Didn't just manipulate my plans. Kept her own family in dark too. Her mom asks what I plan to do next. Tell her the truth. Already canceled everything. The room, the activities, even her flight back. She's on her own now. Mrs. Wilson, quiet for a moment. Honestly, Marcus, I don't blame you. She needs to grow up. Deal with mess she made. Her dad gets on phone next. Mr. Wilson isn't warm, chatty type like his wife. More of straight shooter. When I tell him what Olivia did, his first words hit hard. That's ridiculous. She's 27, not 17. She knows better. Well, Marcus, I can tell you this. We're not bailing her out. She made this mess. She can clean it up herself. Hearing that is so satisfying. Feels like validation. Not just for what I'd been through, but for decision I made to cut her off. Later that day, Olivia must have realized her parents weren't coming to rescue. Messages start pouring in again. At first, still trying to play victim. Why are you telling my parents? That's so immature, Marcus. This is between us. But then reality hits her. Parents aren't going to send money for flight home. Tone shifts completely. Marcus, please. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I just needed some space to figure things out. Marcus, can we talk? I made a mistake and I need your help. I'm sorry, okay? Just call me back so we can fix this. Fix this? I'm not one who broke anything. She's one who lied, schemed, and betrayed me. At one point, she tries guilt tripping. You're really going to leave me stranded here? After 3 years together? That's so cold. Cold? Coming from woman who had no problem. Sabotaging me. Using my money to party with other guys. The audacity is unreal. Don't respond to any of it. Not the guilt tripping, not fake apologies, not pathetic attempts to shift blame onto me. Instead, block her number. Wish I could say that was end of it. But Olivia finds other ways to reach me. Starts emailing me, messaging on social media, even tries using Sophia's phone to call. Speaking of Sophia, not sure what her deal is. Part of me wants to believe she didn't know full story, but at same time, she had to know something was off. Either way, not interested in hearing her excuses. As of now, Olivia's still stuck at resort. Her parents refuse to send any money. Mrs. Wilson told me, Olivia doesn't have enough in her own account to book flight back. Guess she spent most of it trying to keep up appearances, while partying with her friends and those random guys, from what I've heard. Thanks to mutual friends, who couldn't resist spilling details, Olivia spent couple days scrambling, trying to figure out how to get back. Tried reaching out to Sophia for help, but even Sophia bailed on her. At last minute, turns out Sophia isn't as loyal as Olivia thought. Apparently went back home early, without even telling Olivia. Eventually, she managed to borrow money from one of her friends, who felt bad for her, but didn't come without strings attached. Friend made her pay back every cent. Within week of getting home, put Olivia in even worse spot financially. She's been pretty quiet on social media ever since. Anyway, after Olivia managed to slink back into town, still feeling like there's more to story. Something about guys in her Instagram stories keeps bugging me, so decide to dig a little deeper. That's when I come across Nathan. He was one of guys at resort, but don't recognize him as just some random dude. No, I've seen him somewhere before. Then it hits me. He's her supervisor at work. His Instagram account is public. Start scrolling. Pieces start falling into place. Nathan has lots of pictures with Olivia, some from work events. Could have been innocent enough, but others not so much. Pictures of them out for dinner, hiking together, even at rooftop bar. Captions aren't particularly romantic, but they don't need to be. Body language says it all. Then find photo of Nathan, Olivia, and Sophia at fancy restaurant. Posted same night. Sophia had put up story saying girls' night. Remember that night I mentioned earlier? When Olivia lied about working late and Sophia posted dinner story? Turns out Nathan was there too. Like every lie Olivia told me. Unraveling in real time? Can't let it go. Decide to message Nathan directly. Keep it short and to point. Hey Nathan, think we need to talk. Looks like we've both been seeing same girl. To his credit, Nathan responds right away. At first seems confused, but once I send him screenshots of my texts with Olivia and pictures of us together, his tone changes fast. Calls me that same day. We have long conversation. Turns out Nathan had no idea. Olivia was in relationship. She told him she was single, wanted to take things slow because she was focusing on career. Nathan admits he'd been interested in her for a while, but hadn't made move because as her supervisor, didn't want to cross professional boundaries. Olivia, however, had been doing everything to blur those lines. Nathan shares eye-opening details. Says Olivia kept inviting him out for work brainstorming sessions, conveniently scheduling them at nice restaurants or coffee shops instead of office. She'd casually drop hints about how hard it was to find someone who understood her, how much she admired his work ethic. One time even asked him to drive her home after team event because she'd accidentally left her car at home. Spent entire drive talking about how she felt stuck in personal life and needed change. Looking back, Nathan says he always felt like Olivia was pushing boundaries, but didn't think much of it at time. Just let it happen until he found himself dating her. Wasn't planning on going to San Diego with them, but she convinced him, said it would cause no harm, since they'd be in group. No whispers about two of them specifically. Now he realizes she was grooming him as backup plan, or maybe main plan, depending on how things went with me. As Nathan and I compare notes, everything starts making sense. The working late nights, she was probably with Nathan. Weekend, she said she was too tired to hang out. Same weekend, Nathan posted picture of her and Sophia at brunch. The Vegas trip. Nathan had invited her as part of company retreat, but Olivia made it seem like she was visiting her parents. Even Sophia was in on it. Every time Olivia needed cover story, Sophia was there to back her up. It's like they had this whole scheme planned out. Saw me as the idiot boyfriend who believed every word. Nathan, just as furious as I am, says he feels betrayed and embarrassed, not just as her supervisor, but as someone who thought Olivia was genuinely interested in him. He even apologizes to me, which is surprising, but appreciated. We end the call agreeing. Olivia needs to face consequences of her lies. Nathan says he'll figure out how to handle things at work. but he also wants to confront her. About everything, tell him I'm all in, whatever it takes, to make sure she can't keep doing this to people. Since that call, Nathan and I have been in touch, sharing more details, planning our next steps. Olivia has no idea Nathan and I are talking, honestly looking forward to seeing her reaction when truth comes out. As for Sophia, I'm done with her too. She's just as guilty in all of this. Have no interest in hearing her excuses. Olivia, of course, still trying to reach me. Sends emails, messages from random numbers, even tries leaving voicemails. Her latest excuse? Marcus, I didn't mean for this to happen. Please, can we just talk? No, Olivia, we can't. Back with final update. Hopefully to this insane mess. Buckle up, because this one's most satisfying yet. After everything Olivia did. The lies, the manipulation, the double life. Time for some real accountability. Teamed up with Nathan, her supervisor and secret side guy, to expose her for what she truly is. Worked better than could have hoped. Nathan and I planned next move carefully. Didn't want to come across as vindictive or unhinged. Decided best way to confront Olivia was to hit her with truth all at once. Nathan agreed to set up meeting with her, under guise of discussing work-related matters. Meanwhile, I would join call as surprise guest. When meeting started, Olivia looked completely caught off guard, stammered something like, "What's he doing here?" But before she could say anything else, Nathan and I laid everything out, showed screenshots of our texts, pictures of us together, even old anniversary posts, to prove we were in long-term relationship. Nathan shared his side of story, how she'd been pursuing him at work, inviting him out under guise of brainstorming sessions, lying about being single. We both confronted her about lies she told to cover tracks, including how she used Sophia to help scheme. At first, Olivia tried to deny everything, kept saying this is a misunderstanding, and you're blowing things out of proportion. But as we continued showing more evidence, she broke down. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. She cried. I just felt stuck. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't having it. Stuck? You weren't stuck, Olivia. You were juggling two people who trusted you, while lying to everyone around you. That's not being stuck. It's being selfish. Nathan, just as blunt. Do you realize how many boundaries you crossed? You didn't just lie to me. You jeopardized my reputation at work. You made me look like a fool. Olivia had no response, just sat there crying, mumbling apologies. But by that point, neither of us cared. After the confrontation, Nathan took matter to HR, explained how Olivia had been pursuing him inappropriately, manipulating their professional relationship. To make things worse for her, other coworkers started coming forward with their own stories about Olivia's behavior. Apparently, Olivia wasn't exactly popular at work, had reputation for being fake and manipulative, but most people just stayed quiet to avoid drama. Once Nathan filed report, though, it opened the floodgates. Within a week, Olivia was let go. Official reason: violation of workplace policies. She tried to fight it, but evidence against her was overwhelming. Getting fired was just beginning of Olivia's downfall. Word spread quickly about what she'd done. Her friends started cutting ties with her, one by one. Sophia, her so-called best friend, dropped her like bad habit. From what I've heard, Sophia was more worried about protecting own reputation than sticking by Olivia. Olivia's parents weren't any more sympathetic. After I told them everything, and kept them updated later as well, they started seeing her true colors. Her mom called me a few days ago to apologize again for Olivia's behavior. I don't know where we went wrong with her. Even her dad, who rarely gets involved in personal drama, told Olivia she needed to fix her life and stop blaming other people for her mistakes. Olivia is completely isolated now. Her coworkers, or now ex-coworkers, don't want anything to do with her. Her friends have abandoned her. Her parents are fed up with her nonsense. As for me, feel like weight has been lifted off shoulders. For 3 years, I thought I was building future with someone who loved and respected me. Now I see how wrong I was. But instead of feeling bitter, I feel free. Booked solo trip to San Diego. Yes, the trip I should have been taking with Olivia, and it was everything I needed. Surfing. Hiking. Just enjoying my own company made me realize how much I'd been neglecting myself while trying to please someone who didn't deserve it. Nathan and I have stayed in touch. He's doing fine, though admitted it's been awkward. Dealing with fallout at work, told me he's using this experience as reminder to keep stricter boundaries. In future, honestly respect the guy. He was just as much victim of Olivia's manipulation as I was. Even after everything, Olivia hasn't stopped trying to contact me, been emailing me, messaging me from random accounts. Even showed up at my apartment once. When I saw her at my door, didn't even let her in, stepped outside, told her to leave. She started crying, saying she was sorry for everything, that she just wanted to talk. Olivia, I don't think you understand, I said. There's nothing left to talk about. You lied. You cheated? And you manipulated everyone around you. I don't care what your excuses are. You made your choices. Now you have to live with consequences. She begged me to forgive her, saying she'd change, make things right. But I wasn't buying it. This isn't about forgiveness, Olivia. It's about respect. And you've lost all of mine. With that, walked back inside. Shut the door! Thanks to everyone who followed this journey and offered advice and support. It's been quite a mess, but I'm glad I finally saw Olivia for who she really is. Here's to new beginnings.